What's going on, guys? Welcome back to OPLS. This is episode 5. This is the second episode that's going on YouTube.
Numero 5, hell yeah.
Alright, well, now that we're officially on YouTube, we gotta try and get the subscriber count up, because right now we're at 5. Actually, it's not 5. I think it was like 3 the last time I checked it.
Yeah, help us out.
Yeah, please, just shout it out or something. Just post it. This is something I really want to work on, get big, and just grow it.
Yeah, we're loving
penis joke.
We're loving life, just sharing random conversations with you guys.
Yeah, so if we over promote this shit, we're sorry. We're just trying to get this to be.
We're just a little excited, okay?
Yeah. Anyways, this is episode 5. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. If you're coming back to listen to it again for some odd reason and you find this entertaining, yeah, we're here. So
we actually got things written down this time.
Yes, this time we have written things down, and we are gonna first talk about our beloved President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Great segue.
Welcome, Donald. He's actually right here. What's up, guys? No, I can't really. I don't really want to do it.
I was just about to as well.
I don't really want to do the voiceover. We got 2 Donald Trumps here.
2 Donald Trumps.
Well, let's address why we're going to talk about him, because he recently tried to ease our nerves about the whole coronavirus situation we got going on.
Yeah, I was very confused because he was talking about, yeah, there's very, very low cases and stuff. And I'm like, but what are the numbers? Don't tell me there's low or high. Just tell me specifics, man, because that makes me worry more that you're not telling me what the actual.
Yeah, no one's said specifics in the first place, because everyone's saying that it was over 90,000 people who were infected in China.
That's scary as
fuck. But the news was 1,000 cases,
Right.
But yeah, in I guess we would call it a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he was talking about how,
or an interview.
Everybody's getting scared. The stock market's going down because of that. We got to get people out there and shopping, man. That's basically the gist of the whole idea of what he was saying. It's pretty retarded. So if the whole of the United States gets sick, you know who to blame.
For trying to make us feel all comfortable and shit.
That's it's really bad. It's you gotta be prepared for this shit, because if you don't got your face mask, which they don't really help a lot, but they help you if you are the one who's sick.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta wash your hands all the time, constantly.
That's even on a regular note, to be honest.
If you don't wash your hands after you take a shit, I don't know what you're thinking.
Right, man.
Just please be clean, take a shower, keep your hygiene up, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, hopefully, because
that shit is fucking scary.
Honestly, I don't even know what the coronavirus does, but it's a virus,
it's an amplified flu, basically.
The flu sucks as is.
Yeah.
So.
It's an amplified version of the flu. That's basically what it is, and it'll kill you if you don't.
It's lethal.
If you don't go to hospital, or if you just let it fucking take over. And honestly, if I get sick from the coronavirus, I'm capping myself. That'll be the last episode of the OPLS podcast.
No.
Right there, ending with the gunshot.
We'll be out in a bang. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Hint at suicide pact.
Pun intended.
That wasn't a pun. That's actually serious. Suicide is a very serious thing. Please do not. If you need help, please call the suicide hotline. I had a cousin who sadly passed away because of that, and yeah, if you need help, just fucking talk to anyone, man. Yeah, just a little side note. That was really random, but Anyways, what else we got? We got games we're playing right now. After that whole coronavirus, it's best that I bring up a zombie game.
Yes.
Recently been playing World War Z, which is a zombie horde shooter. You basically go around. You ever played Left 4 Dead?
It's me personally, yeah. I played it once or twice.
Yeah, it's kind of like Left 4 Dead on steroids. There's a shit ton of zombies. You're fighting regular, little swarms of them, but then you fight giant hordes of 800 zombies, and they're just like bullet sponges. They take all the bullets. But yeah, I've been playing World War Z. Modern Warfare is the mainstay right now.
Yeah,
I've been grinding that shit out. New season is actually pretty fucking good. It makes the game a lot better.
I still gotta get that game, man.
Carlos does not have World War II or Modern Warfare. He is a fucking cuck.
I'm lacking. Not gonna lie.
I'm also been playing Alien Isolation on my Switch. The Switch Lite is actually really nice. It's just the controls are tight. The game feels good. The game looks good. Most importantly, it's a console game, and they put it on a fucking pretty much a DS.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking insane. But Yeah, games I've been playing: Modern Warfare, Alien Isolation, and World War Z. It's not really a lot, but it keeps me busy.
I'd say the top 3 games that I got so far going on would still be Sekiro, because it's a great ass fucking game. I'm getting far as shit, coming up to the end. For one, I think I've explained Sekiro before on another podcast episode, but for those who don't know, I'll repeat myself and say that it's basically about what era of Japan?
It's not really an era. It's kind of just it's based around Japanese culture.
All right. Well, it's just long ago, not in a time so far away ago. But I don't know what I'm saying.
It's just all Japanese culture.
Yeah, it's really interesting though. There's a lot of legends, a lot of story to it, and a lot of boss fights. And let me tell you, the boss fights are really difficult.
Yeah, it's a Dark Souls game. What do you expect?
It's the same developers.
It's just the game's pretty fucking hard.
It's horribly hard, but it's amazing when you get really into it for the story. I love the prosthetics, because there's this feature.
You gotta explain prosthetics.
Yeah. There's a feature in the game that you could use. The character that you're playing as, called Wolf or Sekiro, has lost his left arm because he was fighting one of his enemies and got his arm cut off because he was a noob. Long story
that's
short.
Like the first boss, isn't it? Yeah,
it's the beginning of the game.
It's an unbeatable boss. So.
Right. So you lose your arm and find yourself waking up to a new arm made by this man called the Sculptor. And on this prosthetic arm, you have a bunch of different little tools that you could use, like shuriken thrower, or let's say an axe or a spear. There's a bunch of other tools as well that you could use, but those are like the top 3. They're really cool because you could use it in a bunch of different situations, and it really helps for your fighting style. And it's interesting as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to explain. You gotta see trailers or whatever about this game, but that's my top number 1. I know I've been harping on this for a second.
Alright, what else you been playing?
The second thing that I've been playing? Fuck, man.
Battlefield. That's all he plays. All he plays is Sekiro. 24/7, man. I don't even got a job because
all the time. I'm just a ninja. All the time.
All right, Battlefield
1, yeah. It's based on World War I, and it's an amazing game, man. I love the aesthetics feel to it.
I'm sorry, but Call of Duty's still better.
I know. It's more fast-paced, Call of Duty, but Battlefield 1, I feel like, it's an awesome game.
Yeah, that's what I like. It's just a fast-paced fucking shooter game, because that's like my mind. Like every time I'm playing a slow game, like Alien Isolation, because that's a slow-ass game. You gotta take your time, or else you're gonna get killed by a fucking alien. But the action games are just more appealing to me because it's just there's constant things going on. If I get shot from the right, I gotta shoot that guy. But if another guy's shooting at me, I gotta jump out of the way from that. I gotta just move around. It keeps my head busy from other distractions, and that's what I like about shooters.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I really like feeling the game if you're playing in it. I like getting real immersed in that game and like the shots to be amazing and
hence like Carlos purchasing a VR headset.
I could see that, to be honest. Those
VR,
shits are cool.
VR is pretty cool, except I don't want my eyes to literally fucking die. Because, like, you think about it, like, in the past, they were like, don't get close to that TV, man. You gotta go away.
A TV 2
shove
inches.
TV in front of your eye and call it VR. You make millions of dollars. There you go. That's how you fuck over a bunch of people and make money.
They start off, be careful, it's bad for your eyeballs.
I'm not even sure. Are there, like, studies about VR? Like, does it actually harm you? Because I know people say that when they use it, they get lightheaded. But that's, like, the worst I've heard.
I have to research on
that. That'll be something we come up on the next episode. We gotta talk about that.
I don't even have a third game, honestly. Just
Carlos is all he plays is Sekiro and Battlefield. Until I buy him Modern Warfare because he's a faggot.
I don't have any money, okay?
Dude, Carlos doesn't have a job. He's unemployed. He wants big booty. He wants big booty bitches, but he doesn't even have money for it. Let's give a round of applause for Carlos for being a lazy bastard.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of getting big booty bitches, in the future, let's talk about what's going on for us in the future. obviously, our mainstay right now is the podcast. This is probably the one thing that we really want to get out there.
So number one thing would have to be another mic.
Another mic, so Carlos can sit across from me instead of sitting next to me.
Again, just two niggas kissing. That's how close we are in front of this thing.
We're literally not even that close. We're like a whole ruler apart.
This mic is great, but
two of them
we're close.
will be better.
Two of them will be better.
But yeah,
second thing for the podcast.
Well, that's one thing. It's just getting the mic.
Yeah.
Second thing, getting a fucking better setup. Because right now, I'm not even gonna I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. We're using a laptop that we get from school. Right. So right now the audio is the best as we can get it. The best.
Which is pretty crisp, but
it's pretty good. But we can do a lot fucking better, dude.
Yeah, always room for.
We're on a USB mic. We can get an XLR, which is a different type of connection. That'll just make everything so much fucking better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so getting a better laptop, and then the third is getting an XLR mic or two.
Yeah.
So right after we get the second mic, we'll probably be on there for a while.
Yeah.
But then we'll switch off to better mics.
Later on, I'm honestly thinking about getting cameras.
Oh yeah, I want to record this shit.
A table and cameras.
So yeah, getting cameras is also another thing. So that's 4 on our list.
Yeah.
And then just in the far future, hopefully me and Carlos can roommate.
Yeah.
And just get a three room apartment.
We're
separate rooms.
Get a place.
And then the third room will be for the podcast. So that's something to look forward to. But that's just in the far future.
We're not gay, I swear.
that's just in the far future. We gotta really think about this shit through, because we gotta graduate high school. And right now, what I'm thinking about is getting a job as a welder. So
yeah, we're both honestly thinking about that welder shit, man.
Yeah, we gotta go to welding school. That's about. The teacher said $14,000 for the whole thing. And that'll be a lot of work to get through, Gotta get extra hours and all that just to pay that off as soon as possible.
Yeah, hopefully we can get... I'm thinking on internships and things right now, because this is the perfect timing for all that shit.
But yeah, that's probably... The near future is getting another mic.
Right.
And that's about all I'm thinking about right now, other than getting a job and stuff, or a different job. But yeah. That's about it for the future. There's not really much I can really talk about without talking about things that we're working on, projects and shit. But
that's
about it.
Ooh, that's exciting. That's stuff that we could update you on later on, though.
That's like a year from now.
Yeah.
We got a lot to do on that stuff. But yeah. So speaking of the future, now we're gonna move way back to the past with. This is something that Carlos came up with. He said, childhood injuries.
Yeah, because I know I got a lot of them, and I know everybody else probably has their own crazy bad shit story, but...
I can't say that I've broken bones or anything. The worst I've done is sprain my ankle. And that was when we were going to... Because my mom she couldn't, have a babysitter. Mm-hmm. We had to go to work with her. So I was, dead asleep. She had to carry me down the stairs, and she happened to slip, and I sprained my ankle on the ice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And so I was at work. We didn't go to the hospital immediately. I was at work cooling it, dude, with a sprained ankle. And I was just walking around. I was like, all right, Mom, this kind of hurts. So I went to the hospital. I didn't get a cast, but I pretty much got it wrapped up. Mm-hmm. But that's probably the worst injury I've had.
I can imagine just waking up and then, bam, your foot fucking hurts.
Yeah, that's I think I was 6 or 5 at that time.
And you went to work at 6 or 7?
No, we went to work with my mom. Because she couldn't take care of us.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, so she took us with her.
I'm over here thinking 6-year-old George is passing drinks at a bar or something. He's like, here you go, sir. I'm sorry I messed up your order. My ankle hurts, man.
Dude, I'm just cooling it, pouring vodka for the fucking attendants, dude.
Yeah, I was confused for a second.
Nah, I was 5 or 6. Just I had to go to work.
Yeah. All right.
That's it. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn to carry this because I have no childhood injuries.
All right. Well, my worst one that I could remember was probably breaking bones, and I haven't done anything super serious. I've broken a bit of my knuckle and my hand, but I'd say the most painful one would have to be my foot because I didn't have a cast, or my doctor said that they didn't have casts made in my size he basically called me a small ass nigga, and I need to go home and deal with it. That was basically my whole point of the what is it? My doctor's appointment. It was really gay. That guy came up and he was like feeling around on my purple toe because I broke it. Because I broke my toe, and he was like, "You gotta deal with it, little nigga." And I was like, "Ouch!" Because he kept on pressing at like the purple potato at the end of my foot. I'm gonna explain the reason how it got broken though, because I was on the trampoline, and I was like 7 years old with my brothers, and my older brothers are like 4 years older than me. They're twins, and then I had a younger have a younger brother that's 2 years younger than me. We're all four chillins, just
youngins on the trampoline.
Yeah, on the trampoline, and we're having a good time running in circles and stuff. I forgot what we were doing, but you don't know what we're doing. We're just doing stuff. And then
you jump on a trampoline, you don't really know what the fuck you're doing. You're trying to do all sorts of crazy shit without trying to break every bone in your body.
Yeah, but only this time I broke my toe. Yeah, I was trying to jump over my older brother because he just randomly like decided to lay down and fall. And I guess when I was jumping over him, something got caught onto my toe, and as I was like trying to leap over, my toe got caught in something and got separated from the rest of my toe. It was the toe on my right foot. My very
pretty much hyperextended it.
Yeah,
but you fucked it.
It spread it out so far, it dislocated and just stayed in a very bad position, just separated from the rest of my foot. And it got so swollen that it filled up like the space that was like that it had in between my foot because it was separated. It was, I'm telling you, it was a purple potato at the end of my foot. It hurt so bad. I couldn't put on socks. I couldn't walk, and my only way of transportation was my dad's shoulder. I couldn't walk. My dad's shoulder was my only way of transportation. It was very weird. I always had a 6 though, but my ass was just hanging. It was uncomfortable.
All right, that's an annoyance. It's like stubbing your toe on a whole nother
level.
Dude,
it was the worst way you could stub your toe. Horrible.
Fuck that.
It was horrible, man.
All right, explain your wrist or whatever you did.
My wrist, when I broke my pinky knuckle and my ring knuckle on my right hand. Okay. I obliterated those two
Jesus
knuckles.
Jesus Christ.
I was getting pissed off because I was playing a game like a little kid, being dumb, and I got frustrated and punched the wall. And when I punched the wall, I didn't punch it correct, and I didn't punch it hard at all, but I punched it so bad that it was such a bad angle, it came by and cracked my pinky and my ring knuckles. And then it popped the little bones inside my palm, and it also tore muscle in my forearm. So that shit was like, the whole arm was just
Your
dead.
Whole arm got fucked.
Yeah, it was fucked. And the worst part, the most frustrating part, I didn't even dent that goddamn wall.
Yeah, you probably didn't even. It wasn't even a fucking drywall, dude.
I got clapped by a wall, and I was so pissed off that I didn't even scratch it, man.
I remember one time, me and my dad, and I'm pretty sure my sister was there too. We were play fighting.
Yeah.
And my dad threw me off of the bed, and I went straight head first into the drywall. Oh. And there was just a big hole in the drywall, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
You said I'm a strong
dude. Like I just got thrown into the drywall. I peeked my head. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm pretty sure I was like 6 or 7 at the time too. Good. Like maybe 6 or 5. I'm not sure. But my dad just drove me straight into that wall.
I can imagine being just thrown in, kaboom, head in the wall.
That was pretty funny. I don't know. I don't remember if I went straight through or I dented it, but I'm pretty sure something happened.
That's like cartoon stuff, man. That's crazy.
That drywall was weak as fuck. I clapped it.
Clapped drywall. He got a hit marker.
Nah, you got a hit marker. I ain't fucking get a hit marker. No. I got
a kill. You did. Clap the wall. Another. Well. Let me think real quick. It'll take 6 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't think fast enough, can you?
I got a scar on my palm.
From what? You can't just stay quiet. Keep fucking talking. What are you doing?
Okay. Long story short, I was playing hide and go seek with my cousins and my brothers and shit. And we were at my aunt's house, and I was outside, and I got scratched trying to hide behind a tree. and the bark scraped my hand, my palm, or in the back of my hand. And I was waiting for this scar to heal because it didn't even hurt. I didn't cry or anything. And usually I would cry for stuff like that, but it just scarred up and it stayed forever. And I was like, man, that wasn't even a bad cut. I was waiting years and years for it to heal, and it just never went away. So I got a scar on my hand. But
I mean, what do we count as a childhood? It's like age what? 6,
anything
like,
below 10, I guess.
And then most of my injuries happened in my teenage years. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll briefly talk about this, but I'm not gonna talk about it too much. We're talking about childhood injuries.
Skateboarding.
Probably on the next episode, we'll talk about present injuries, pretty much.
All right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
okay, briefly, I was coming home from Carlos's house because we were doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing gay. But we were.
Just had to point it out.
I was coming home from his house. We were chilling over there. It was over the summer, and there's just a steep ass hill.
Mm-hmm.
On my way home. So I've ridden down this hill multiple times. I'm super confident about it. But this time there was just slightly more pebbles on the ground. So if you know anything about skateboarding, you know what's about to happen. I'd gone down the hill. I did not slow down at any point. I just took the whole hill straight on. Mm-hmm. And it's about a good 45-degree angle.
It's a steep hill.
It's a steep hill. It's a pretty steep hill. So you go fast as fuck. I'm flying down this hill. Keep in mind, this all goes down in like 5 seconds. I'm flying down this hill. I hit one pebble. I hit another one. I start to wobble. I get thrown off my board, and I slide at least like 5 feet across the asphalt. My knee and my elbow are completely skinned. Like, it's just all red. I'm bloody. There's rocks everywhere. My board is just off to the side. The adrenaline rushes in immediately, so I feel nothing.
Yeah. But it's a total.
I'm about 2 blocks. I'm about 2 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
So I get up from my board and I run to my house, and I walk in. And my mom's like, "Hi," and I'm over here all bloody, and I'm like, "Hello." I run upstairs. I get the alcohol, and I start cleaning myself up because I fell in the dirt. Yeah. So I don't want any of this to get infected right away.
That's when he called me too.
Yeah, I called Carlos. I'm like, dude, I just had the fattest wipeout. I ate so much shit right there.
Yeah, he was like, bro, I died. I'm like, George, what happened? And he's like, I died, bro, because he just started with the video call. That was the funniest stuff, but I felt so bad.
But yeah, so I poured alcohol over it, burned like a motherfucker, got cleaned up, patched myself up, and I probably couldn't walk straight for like. Or I couldn't walk straight or move my right arm and my right leg for about like a solid 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
Because when you get like cuts and stuff or skin your elbow and your joints, you're fucked. That whole leg or arm is fucked. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't walk straight for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can't bend it because then it just hurts.
Yeah.
You feel the skin, the open skin rubbing on your pants or whatever. It just all hurts.
And then when it starts to scab over, you move it. You're moving the scabs.
Yeah.
So it just fucking hurts like a
that
bitch.
Skin trying to heal.
Well, yeah, that's just a brief touch on one of my injuries.
I'd say a recent one would have to be the one where I got my 3 bullet holes in my hand. I call it the bullet holes, but I was riding hella fast, going speedy, trying to meet up George at the park.
Yeah, we were, it was me and my ex-girlfriend at the time. We were chilling at the park.
Yeah.
Waiting for Carlos to come, and this dude, I still remember this vividly, because I turned around, and I just see Carlos in front of a bunch of kids, and all you hear him yell is, "Fuck!"
Yeah, dude, I screamed
and I turn around and I'm just like, look at this nigga.
It hurt so bad. Okay, so what happened was I was zooming, okay, because I'm over here trying to meet him up because, it's a good day. We're not trying to waste no time, so let's get this stuff done. And I'm trying to meet up with them because I'm confident in the way that I ride. I was probably right. I was riding for like a year at that time, so I was feeling fine, going just fast. The way I like it, cruising, and I'm meeting George, and when I'm pulling up to the park, there's a shitload of pebbles on the floor, just like someone sprinkled it, like, on purpose or some stuff. It was almost disrespectful. I was pissed off, but I come up knowing that I'm gonna fall because I'm going too fast to start slowing down. And keep in mind, all of this shit happens in split seconds, man. So I didn't even have time to think, time to react. My only time to react is when I'm in the sky, literally flying 5 feet because I'm going so fast, and just preparing for damage because I know it's coming. So I'm sticking out my arms so I could like not dig my jaw in the fucking asphalt. And when I land, my hand, oh, it was horrible. I still got a video, but my hand, it gets impaled by 3 rocks. And right after, like, I land and slide for 5 more feet, I stand up and I look at my hand, which is already started gushing with blood. I check my hand and it's like it's got these 3 black spots and I'm like, what the hell is that? And it like rocks dug under my skin and like just shoveled in there, bro.
Can we briefly touch upon how you cleaned your injuries real quick?
Yeah, just
what did you use to clean your injuries?
Long story short, I used my spit grit and nails and teardrops to rip out the rocks from my hand. And then after I ripped out the rocks from my hand, we had walked over to the...
You had something before. Oh, yeah! What did you have that you were cleaning?
Was it lemonade?
It was fucking lemonade. You were cleaning your cuts and whatever the fuck you had baby. With lemonade.
Lemon juice.
That shit was fucking beautiful. There was blood in the lemonade.
Yeah. I had to clean it with something. The only thing around me was my lemonade.
You're lucky I had money on me at the time. You're so fucking lucky.
Yeah, it really was, because otherwise I probably would have been sick. I had dirt stuck in my skin. If it got into my bloodstream, I would have gotten sick from something. Yeah, so
you're lucky I had money that day. We went to the dollar store and we got him fucking stuff to clean
first aid bandages, basically. But yeah, I ate shit that day. At least my hand did. Still remember the way I had to dig out the rocks from my hand. And not only that, but when I got home, since I used this specific bandage that was like cotton right over the open wounds.
Yeah, it got stuck to there.
I got the cotton stuck inside my skin as well, so I had to pick each and every little strand of like wet red cotton, and it hurt so bad. I had to use tweezers, my nails, and again my tears, because it hurt so bad, man. But I remember just sitting on top of the sink, scrubbing it away with something, trying to scrub the cotton away, because you can't have just cotton in your skin either. And yeah, I still got the little scar dots of where those rocks were in my palm. That sucked.
Yeah, it's just fucking skateboarding, man. It's just like, it's fun, but like you just get so fucked.
You eat shit
every time. You know you're about to eat shit. You know when you're about to eat shit. You see an area and you're just, fuck, I'm gonna eat shit.
Yeah, it's the most ball-dropping feeling.
But there's just something about it that just, it's fucking, I guess it's the adrenaline rush. Something about it just keeps bringing me back to it.
Hell yeah, honestly.
Just wait till I get a car, dude. I'm gonna be in so many car accidents. If I die in a car accident, just know that I was smiling the whole time, dude. Like, speeding, everything, man. Oh my god. Like, I'm being completely honest, dude. If I die, just know that I was smiling.
Oh my god, dramatic ass ending.
It's not dramatic, bro. I'm being serious, man.
I was having fun the entire time.
But yeah, it's about covering all the injuries and shit. It's just,
I knew that topic was gonna be.
Life sucks.
Was amazing. Yeah,
life sucks sometimes, but you get back up. Either you go through a breakup or someone dies that you're close to. It's just as simple as fucking getting into a fucking injury with your skateboard.
Right. Just get back up. You still gotta get back up and get on that shit.
Because if you don't, you're just gonna stay down. You're just gonna let life beat you down. But
can't have that.
But yeah, guys, that's about as much time as we have right now. Remember, we're keeping this short for about 30 minutes, but that's as much time as we have right now. Thank you guys for listening so much. It would be so much appreciated if you guys shared this, if you guys liked it, if you guys subscribed. Just spread it out. And tune in next time when we talk about cops, squirrels, and murder. It's been Jorge and Carlos from OPLS. We love you guys, whoever watches this. And just remember,
stay safe.